probation, admonition. These are some of the terminologies which we normally use while there is a post conviction order or post judgment orders. So, what do they basically mean? We have Probation of Offenders Act, also we have some of the provisions of BNSS CRPC. So, let us understand them in a very brief manner. Namaste, this is Aparna Bhat and welcome to our YouTube channel Abhijna Legal Maps, and without any delay let us move on to the topic. So, what is the Probation of Offenders Act? So, this was enacted in the year 1958. So, before we move into the actual act, let us understand what will happen, when does this situation of probation arise. See, there is a trial going on, and soon after the trial what will happen? There will be the judgment. So, when there is a judgment, what are the consequences? Either the accused can be acquitted, he can be acquitted, or he can be convicted. These are the two possible circumstances. So, if he is acquitted, then definitely he will be released on bail. Sorry, he is released, not bail, he is completely released, he is set at liberty. If he is convicted, then we can say he goes to jail or he is imprisoned, he goes to jail, he is being sentenced. But sometimes what happens, if all convicted persons who may include first time offenders, young offenders, or in some circumstances a person could have he might have committed an offence in a very aggressive manner, but without any intent, but somehow he is being convicted. In such cases, it is not good to put them in the jail, because there is a tendency that they may turn into hardcore criminals. Earlier it was just by an accident he had committed the offence, but later he may turn into a criminal if he is put to jail along with the other prisoners who are actually the convicted persons. So, the law has come up with two alternatives, which is admonition. One they call it as admonition, and another consequence they call it as probation. Admonition is just you are warning a person, you are warning a convicted person, which are applicable for very petty offences like theft or such offences which are punishable below 2 years. Okay, only for such offences admonition can be done. He is just warned and he is set at liberty, he is released. That is admonition. Probation is one such thing, even he is released there. It is also applicable to not very serious offences, but there are certain kind of offences for which probation can be applied. But the convicted needs to execute a bond. The period should not be exceeding 3 years, but he needs to execute a bond saying that he shall keep peace and good behavior, and the court may also impose certain conditions to observe. With regard to residence or some intoxication, with regard to these things, the court may impose certain conditions upon him, right. So, alternative to jail, alternative to being sent him to imprisonment, he can be either admonition or he can be given the benefit of probation. So, what are the acts which are governing this? So, we have one is the Probation of Offenders Act, which is a detailed act, I say, like it has about 19 sections, and in BNSS or CRPC, earlier CRPC was section 360, now BNSS section 401 we have only one section. So, both are almost similar, but some differences are there regarding the applicability of the probation to some of the offences. CRPC or BNSS makes a distinction between the persons of 21 years and persons above 21 years, persons below 21 years and persons above 21 years, whereas Probation of Offenders Act does not do such distinction. It says that any person who is not punished with death punishment or life imprisonment, he may be given the benefit of probation, but regard should be having to the circumstances of the offence, nature of the offence, or the character of the offender. Such regards has to be given. But if he is a person below 21 years of age, normally he should not be given the imprisonment. It is upon the court's discretion to consider whether he should be imprisoned or not, considering the gravity of the offence. But still he would be released, normally he would be released without sending him to imprisonment if he is a person below 21 years of age. Right, that is one important aspect what we can say. So, section 4 speaks regarding probation, section 3 speaks regarding admonition, and section 6 speaks regarding probation of 21 years of age persons. And another very important aspect which you can see in Probation of Offenders Act is it gives the provisions for probation officers, which we do not find in BNSS, because BNSS is a very general act, this is a very specific act, special law, right. So, the probation officers, they give report to the judge or the person who is convicting, saying that whether he should be released on probation, he should be given the benefit of probation or not. Also, he may supervise the that probationer or the offender after he has been given probation, to say that whether he is following the conditions, whether he is keeping peace, whether he is keeping good behavior or not. So, that is the duty of the probation officers. And one more very important aspect which we can find in Probation of Offenders Act is with regard to removal of disqualification. So, what does this say? See, normally a convicted person, he will be suffering from certain disqualifications like applying in government jobs or applying or contesting an election. So, many aspects he will be disqualified. But if he is released on probation, then it will not be considered as a conviction for these purposes. So, such disqualifications are removed as clarified by section 12 of Probation of Offenders Act. So, these are some of the important sections, that is section 3, section 4, section 6, section 12, 13 and 14 of Probation of Offenders Act, which we normally expect in preliminary examination of most of the judiciary examination of various states, and also in some cases, some states they will also ask this act with reference to judgment writing, criminal judgment writing also, they will ask you to write a order of probation. So, you must be knowing these provisions with regard to this. Yes, this was a very brief introduction of Probation of Offenders Act. So, if you want a detailed lecture of 1 hour regarding this act, then we have provided a course of that, which you can find in www.abhijnaeducation.com. This is a website, you can find books, courses. So, earlier we had only limited ourselves to Karnataka Judiciary, which we can find in Abhijna Law Series app. But now we are expanding our horizon, and you can see that the courses are being done in English also, in Kannada also. So, if you are interested in listening to the lectures, we have at present we have these 2 courses. Very soon we are going to update the platform with many of the courses with respect to criminal laws, judiciary, all India bar examination and many such examinations as such. Okay. So, this is the course, this is only for 49 rupees, which you can try. Valid is for 31 days, and even for 1 year also you can purchase it. You have different pricing options. So, this is one of the important course which we have launched, and you can find the link of this course in the YouTube description. Okay, you can find it, and you can also find some of our books in Amazon also. Amazon, we have 8 books. One book is for Karnataka, especially that is translation paper. Other than that, any other students, any other state students, they can purchase this 7 books of our publications, CPC. This is a very unique book, Judiciary Prelims Ready Reckoner, which is charts and one-liners. It consists of 9 subjects, and BNSS, BSA, BNS, we have CPC, Constitution, and also contract also we have. So, if you are interested, definitely you can purchase these books. If you have any query, you can contact us at the number 9036201870. So, I will come up with an important lecture regarding judiciary examinations. So, until then, do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. So, thank you, take care, bye bye.